Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Dunedin Film Festival Podcast. I'm here with Erin Cahill today. Welcome to the show, Erin.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you here.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
I just got the privilege last night of seeing your movie filmed right here in Dunedin, A Taste of Love.
Literally, one of the scenes right there. Out there. Yes.
And in the bar.
Yeah, so in the hotel, yes. So
yes.
Right here.
We're at the historic Autograph Fenway Hotel. Right here. And it was an amazing movie. I was so glad to see it. I had the opportunity to interview your co-stars yesterday before even seeing the movie. And so definitely tell me like what that was like for you to film in Dunedin, have like Dunedin be your hometown, working with the local businesses. What was that like for you?
Oh, thank you, by the way, for watching the movie, and thank all of you who watched. I hope you do. I hope you do like it. Filming in Dunedin was, honestly, Jessie Cove said it best. It was not just work, it was a vacation. I mean, look at this. This is what we were working with every day. And it was apparently the rainy season, but it was the most spectacular weather. I think it rained one time. And we were able to, we were like, okay, well, we'll just shoot this scene and then we'll just swap that scene. And it worked out amazingly. But it was really a dream. The not just the locations and the views and the gorgeous scenery, but the people of Dunedin and all the businesses welcoming us, you know, CC Riders and the Wild Iris and these businesses that are actually here that we got to feature in the movie. It was just a kind of synergistic, one of those magical experiences in life when everything comes together and congeals and you're like, this is so dreamy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It is. And as a local Dunedinite and someone who lives here.
Dunedinite?
Yes, Dunedinites.
I had never heard that, you guys. I didn't know that. Got it. Oh, I wish I'd known. Okay, now I know.
Every community, you know, has to have a good name. It's a good community to get good names. And to watch you guys have this romance and this love story in a town that has made my heart grow. And I've had the privilege of living here for the last several years. And to watch the nods that you guys had, and you kept all the business names, their actual names, and how they looked and felt, stay true to that. Was that important to you guys on the film? Was that intentional?
Absolutely. We really, you know, they when they were looking at places to film, they landed on Dunedin because it's so special. It's part of it. They wanted to make sure that the Dunedin was a character in the story and that we really highlighted the real place so that when people come, they can say, oh my gosh, that's where that was. And, you know, it was, and not only for that, but also production wise, it was just like, wow, the bang for the buck. Because it was all set up already. So it's a win-win in both ways, both for Dunedin and the movie. It's a perfect combination.
It is. It's the perfect flavor for the taste of love.
I was just going to say, you guys heard that.
You gotta have fun with it. Yeah. And I'm so glad to hear that was your experience. Was this your first time filming in Florida?
No. Have I ever filmed in Florida? Gosh, I've been here for some like events, like kind of press events and things, but I've never worked here. And now I literally, when I left, I was like, I don't want to leave. And then we got lucky enough to come back last year to our film festival. Same thing. And then same thing this morning. I'm like, look at this. It's heaven on earth. It's really magic. So yeah, it was my first time filming in Dunedin. The place I was staying had a pool. So I would often come back from work and go swimming because it's so dreamy here and such perfect weather. I would come back and go swimming. I love to swim. So I was like, this is really I was like, pinch me. This is really my dream life.
The after work swim, there's nothing like it. Because I'll go to the gym in the morning, but I don't do it in the afternoon. But swimming, it doesn't feel like work. It feels refreshing and amazing and like a treat. Yeah. Yes.
It was a treat. That's it. And even as I was doing laps, I was still like, it's such a treat. I just was so joyful. Because it's also where I live in California. It drops 20 degrees between day and night. So pools are often cold unless they're heated.
Yes.
But here we did not have that problem. The pool is like a perfect bath temperature. Guys, come to Dunedin. Dunedin.
Yes.
No, I did it right. I got a question. So I feel like I always put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Anytime that I tell people they read where I'm from, they always think it's Dunedin, which is a... Yes.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? Because the first time I saw it, I did not see Dunedin either, but I don't think I saw Dunedin, which is hysterical.
Yeah. I called it Dunedin from the sign when I was living in Florida, and I very confidently called a realtor and said, yeah, I'm looking for some places in Dunedin.
And the realtor was like, oh.
Yeah. Like, so where are you from?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm so glad that you first film that you got to film in Florida. You know, you got to get a taste of Dunedin, and we get a taste of the love and the you did, and being able to watch it last night, we could feel how much you guys loved the community in the town of Dunedin. It was represented in every line of the movie of our small businesses. And so as a Dunedinite, I want to thank you so much for what you guys did here in the community.
It was a privilege, a joy, a privilege, and a gift. So thank you right back. Thank you, Dunedin.
Yes, thank you, Dunedin, for all that you give us.
And thank you, Dunedinites.
Yes, there we go.
I just love that word.
It's a good one.
Keep saying it.
So we talked about Taste of Love and what you did here, and you're here at the film festival. So how has the experience been like so far for you here at the film festival?
I had an event in LA on Thursday night, so I actually flew in, got here, threw on the dress, and luckily for Monique, she did the makeup. She's amazing. A big shout out. She got me
Makeup by Mo.
Makeup by
Instagram.
Mo. Yes, seriously, she's so incredible, and I'm so grateful because I just kind of threw right into the film festival. So I'm excited to go experience more of it today and get to see something and meet more people. Well, I did get to meet more lovely and such great filmmakers, like female writers, and so I'm excited to meet more people. And it's just been so wonderful being reunited with Jesse and Marty and Susan.
Yes.
Yeah, they're the most spectacular humans. That's Marty said it last night. We had a Q&A after the screening, and Marty said this is one of his top 5 favorite projects he's ever worked on, and that is a big statement, because he's Martin Cove. So he's been around. I mean, it's like a scroll, unfurl it, it'll go all the way to you. And for him to say it's one of the top 5, that just speaks so highly, because it felt like that for all of us. It felt like this magical experience. So to be reunited with them again, and my mom and dad, my movie mom and dad, and my movie love, who's like a brother. I was genuinely worried. I was like, oh gosh, are we gonna have chemistry on camera? Because we're like brother and sister. But I think it.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
It worked out. Watch it on the Hallmark channel. February 19th is when it airs. So watch it. Good.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Okay, so how have you worked with Marty before?
Oh,
it's your first time. Okay,
it's my first time
And
working
Susan?
with Marty and Jesse and Susan.
Yes.
But they had all been on Cobra Kai together,
Yes.
which is funny. So
Homeless Lynn. She came and she's like, I was very different than Homeless Lynn.
I mean, it is magical, her transformation, because that woman is a stunner. Get like a traffic stunner, and to see her as Homeless Lynn is like it's incredible.
Shout out to makeup artists everywhere. So I'm glad you got to enjoy your time with them and Dunedin, and I know that we definitely feel all the love for what you guys did in this production. We're so excited to support you guys with it. Excited that you're going to be able to experience more of the festival today. So let's talk a little bit more about who you are. You're good.
Okay, good. I touched a button. I got worried.
The green is having those on, so we'll.
Oh, good. Okay.
Ooh, I need a simple thing. So we touched on the. Let me make sure. How close are we for her for? Because she has a hard stop. What time is it?
It is 1:16.
Okay.
Oh, we have plenty of time.
Yes.
Great.
What is your hard stop? So we're not-
I have a 1:30 Zoom. We've got an interview with Southern Living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Great.
Zoom, so we just have to give her back to Kim.
And also, yeah, it's a Zoom. It's a Zoom that, and I know the woman who did the interview. She reached out to me about it, so we're fine if we're a couple minutes late. I can text her and be like, Rebecca, I'm sorry.
Hey, you have friendship bracelets. Are you a Swiftie?
Okay. I am a big fan of Taylor Swift, but I'm not a Swiftie. Like, I can't sing all her songs. But these are actually, one of them is WWDD. What would Dolly do? As I live part-time in Nashville, so I love Taylor Swift, but Dolly is the queen.
Yes, she is.
I can tell by your body language. Okay, let's get into Dolly. Let's talk about this.
I was gonna ask more about your life, but now that we're gonna talk about Dolly, let's talk about her life. But so tell me, so you have Believe, you have Strength,
this
and
is
what would Dolly
one
do?
of my dearest friends, Annie, gave me that, and then actually a fan gave me the Strength one. These are all gifts, except for the What Would Dolly Do is a gift to myself.
I love it. Those are the best gifts. One of my favorite shirts says, like you're Parton, and it's like Dolly Parton. And
Yes.
I love it. So good. I love those. I saw them. So talking about, one thing more about Dunedin, and then we'll talk more about Erin. So I think last night what you said at the screening is your aunt lives in this town?
Oh,
And she was in the movie?
yes. Okay, so
Okay.
big shout out to my
Yes.
Aunt Marlene, who is
A Dunedinite.
a Dunedinite, and she's my grandma's sister, so she's my great aunt. But her and my grandma are like two of the lights of my life. I'm passionately in love with these women. And so when we found out, I was filming here, I didn't realize how close she was. She's literally like 6 minutes away. So I called and I was like, Aunt Marlene, how close are you to, to like the Fenway essentially? And she was like, it's my local. And I was like, oh, do you want to be an extra? Can I get my aunt to be an extra in the movie? It was just the best. And she was so happy the whole time. And it was just the best seeing her on set. They kept being like, okay, so, because at first she was like listening, so she would like turn around and look at the conversation. And they're like, okay, so you can't look at her. And she's like, got it, okay, got it. So then you see her and she's just sitting very like, it's just the cutest, sweetest. And I told her she steals every scene she's in. Every scene. So if you watch the movie in the cafe scene when we're outside on the patio and yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but she's in the back. She's in the background. She's got short, curly, blonde hair. That's my Aunt Marlene, my girl.
I love it. Well, shout out to Aunt Marlene, keeping the talent long and strong in the family.
Yeah.
I love it. That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, we went to our family reunion. We have one. It's called the family picnic. We do it every year on that side of the family. And I got there. She was like, "My co-star arrived."
Aunt Marlene, I love it. Well, I'm so glad that she had that experience,
Me too.
and you guys did that with so many of the Dunedin nights. Like, you guys had so many of the local people that were in this, not just the businesses, but the community members as a whole. And to be able to watch them watch that movie last night and the joy, it was just really great that we were able to experience all of that together.
It was such good energy, right? And I've been so lucky now to see it twice with an audience, and it's just different. It's so much different than watching it at home because you can hear people's reactions and what they respond to, and it's just like it's a gift. And like especially here, like you said, it's people who are like, oh, isn't that, and looking for themselves and cheering. When my aunt, did you hear us cheering last night?
Yes.
Like, every time when that scene came on, we were like, yeah. So it was probably annoying, but it was so fun to cheer her on.
I mean, that's the film festival magic, right? It's not you're not going to an AMC and paying the $20 to see that movie with people being quiet. You're there for the moment, and
That's so true.
and that's what I think is like what makes film festivals different, and it's electric. Speaking of the Swiftie and the bracelets, doing her Eras tour at the movies the way she did, and people singing and dancing in these auditoriums, having these experiences, like that to me was movie magic.
Yeah.
And that's how it was at the film festival last night. It was people experiencing what you guys made in live time, not having to act a certain way or be poised, but experiencing your and Jesse's love on screen. And let's just talk about Marty and Susan and how they were just the cutest parents.
Aren't they so precious?
Yes.
And Marty would improv. So like a lot of the stuff that at the end of scenes, the little buttons and the little moments were him just playing, which was so fun, which was part of what him and I would just riff. It was the best. And yeah, watching them together. Oh,
I love it.
dream.
Yes. Well, I'm so glad, again, that you had those experiences, that we got to experience it with you last night, and that you are such a big part of creating this movie magic. So I know that you've, done Taste of Love, done tons of TV between, the Power Rangers and How I Met Your Mother. Like, oh my gosh. So what do you, like, what's next for you? Like, where do you where are you putting your time and your energy, and
Oh my
what does
gosh,
that look like for
thank
you?
Thank you. Well, I've been so lucky. So this movie comes out in February. Then in April, there's a limited series coming out on the Cowboy Way channel called Blue Ridge, and it's starring Jonathan Sheck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a 6-episode limited series. I'm in the last 2 episodes. You know what? I'm debating what to say because it's kind of like I'm not going to say anything, but it's a really fun part. And
So in the last 2 episodes.
the last 2 episodes, so I'm in like a third of that series. And then in December, I've got another series coming out that hasn't been announced yet, but that's going to be really fun as well. And the ironic thing, you guys, in one I play an FBI agent, the other one I play a sheriff. I am here for it, though.
You're here for the law.
Yeah,
I
all
love
right. That's like I love it. So I've got those 3 things coming out, including this movie, and then I don't know what else. I'm excited to see and hopeful, and we'll see what happens.
Well, that's good. I love that. Love hearing about those projects. It's fun that all of you A Taste of Lovers have these westerns coming out, or these western adaptations. It is wild. So, 'cause, you know,
Jesse and Marty.
The gunfighter's deal.
Yep.
You have this one. So
Yeah, ours is there. I don't. It's mine's not a Western. Mine's
Okay.
like that's the one with the FBI agents. But it is, you know, set in a kind of more Western world. But it's very funny that we do all have that coming out. I know. I told Jesse and Marty, I was like, remember, I grew up in Virginia, shooting guns in our backyard, and right.
yep. So just
So
remember,
throwing that out there, guys.
if you can holster that memory in for me, that would be great. Queen of thieves, y'all. Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see these new projects. Can't wait to see them. Check it out. Definitely check out the new series on the Cowboy Channel to see that. And again, Taste of Love is out on February 19th on the Hallmark Channel. So I know I'll be excited to watch that again. And especially send it to all the people I know in Dunedin who didn't get a seat at the filming.
The Dunedin nights. Yes.
And so our last question that I have is your meet cute when it comes to filmmaking. And so that moment that you knew that this is what you were going to do. What was that spark for you?
Oh, I love that. Your meet cute to filmmaking. I'm going to steal that. That's really, really lovely. I did my first play when I was 4 years old because my mom was directing a local play. She taught English at the local high school, and she was also did theater, so she was directing the play. So she needed a kid, so she was like, "You're gonna do this," and I was like, "Okay," and that was it. 4 years old, did my first play. I did 2 that first year, and I was like, "This is what I'm gonna do the rest of my life." And people would be like, "Why do you want to be an actor?" And I would say, that little me would say to make people happy, but now I realize it's to make people feel and to connect. But 4 years old, I knew what I wanted to do because of that. And the first play, she was like, "You're doing it." I was kind of just, what happened? And the second play, I was like, "I'm doing that. Like, this is my life's work." And I showed up, and I only had like 8 lines in the whole play, but I showed up knowing all my lines, you guys. Like, and I couldn't understand why everybody else didn't.
What are these lazy?
I learned in their hands. 4 years old.
Oh yeah.
But that was it. And then at 8, I had my mom get me my first headshot. I was like, "How am I going to be a professional actor if I don't have a headshot?"
Come on, Mom.
So this little in front of my yard, my mom borrowed a director's chair from someone, and I picked out my little outfit, and I'm sitting like in a director's chair like this, like. I was like, "Oh, my sweet mom! I love her so much that she did that."
I love that too. And I love that for you, and that you had somebody believing in you and helping you, to put you in the shows, to take the director chair photo.
Yeah, my parents are amazing. Yeah, that'd be mom and dad very, very much.
There we go. Shout out to Mom and Dad too.
Yeah.
For the Marlene's. I mean, I want to go to that family picnic. It sounds awesome.
Oh, it is too much fun.
I'm so glad to have that, and it's been such a joy to have you here, Erin. Thank you for joining on to the Dunedin Film Festival Podcast.